Knife round
Yeah.
time. All right, turning off the music. Turning off the music. Chat. We have the prediction still running. The prediction will run until the end of the pistol round. Yay! Woohoo! Let's go! Yippee! The prediction will run until the end of pistol round, but that means that you have time now to get your channel points in. The prediction is up above my head, right over there. And let's get into
wins
it.
pistol wins the game.
Whoever wins pistol wins the game? Maybe. We shall have to see. Oh, this is... Oh my gosh. What a knife round.
Oh.
DotStats taking it. Maybe? There it is. Colsey going to be the last one to fall.
I always love knife rounds because it always ends up being like line formation versus line formation and then a quick charge at each other and then the chaos.
Yeah,
It's so
I
much
love
fun to watch.
knife rounds are the best. They should show them more often. All right, turning off my camera.
Sedated certain T side. I think so that means DotStats opting for CT.
Cape easy and red. Look into my eyes. And they're off. So let's see what we've got. Likely to be a B stack from DotStats, because that's kind of what you do when you don't know what your opponent's going to do. And DotStats have done just that. Sedated, though, going to go look to brawl out mid, take map control early on, and... Ooh, look at the shiny. We got a Glock fade.
I like this little walk up they're doing.
Yeah, that jump... they're too far away for DotStats to have heard that, so... There's not going to be a whole lot of time to react. We're going to get a big brawl. And a part of the map you don't usually get to see much. Ooh, that's a good start for Ben. Can he get more? The answer's no.
Oh, but the CTs have put right back in the house. Get Colsey and Jester.
Yeah, they're Sedated did such a good job of taking map control, but they have not done a good job of finding the headshots. And now Vulcan all alone versus 4. It's red here, taps away the head, closes out the round, and DotStats with a pretty quick and simple pistol.
Yeah, Sedated not able to get any kills really slowed down their map control take because the second they got stalled in house, DotStats were immediately right behind them.
Yeah,
So.
they collapsed in really well.
But we are going to get a save on Sedated. One flashbang.
One flashbang and one Tech 9. And a Deeg. So a little bit of investment from Sedated. Charging on in through the smoke as well. Big brawl down mid for DotStats, and they will take the advantage early on. Ben, and yup. Yup is just such a silly name. Like, there's the kill. Yup.
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 Ooh, classic complexity sticker on this Deagle for Jester. 1 versus 5. I don't think it's going to help, but you never know. It's a Deagle.
We've seen North America and pistols. It's like... I'm trying to think of the analogy. You can't separate the two. They're inseparable.
Okay, but this is a 1 versus 5. Bomb is often another zip code. Yes, you've got a 1 HP player here watching where you're about to come out from, but that's still an MP9 and you're going to get blown away.
But what if?
But what if? I guess you never know.
Nope. Gonna get the buyback on Sedated now. Only 1 kill on the side of Sedated on Jester.
That's not a good sign, but it's 3 rounds, so it's just like... Yep. Matt, Jester's got all the cool old stickers. They must have been playing for a long time. Or spending a lot of money. One of the two.
I am excited to see the new complexity stickers.
Yeah, oh, red. It's a risky peek on in versus the MP9, and Stamina not going to be able to hold on. Molotov to allow the retreat as well. I think the HUD might be getting a little stuck. We might have to reload that after this round. But 4 versus 5 here. Good kills back in from Sedated. They might be able to take this site after all. There's only 2 players here to try and stop them. Striker Sly gonna
If
be
they can get
making...
this pick.
Ooh. Red, though, playing the off angle, playing nice and far back. Striker Sly joining in as well. And it's just up to Vulcan now.
Only took 1 tick of damage, but it's going to be 3-0 lead for DotStats, and we're going to get attack coming in.
Well, attack is a perfect time to reload the HUD, maybe? Alright, sounds like it's lined up. So yeah, eco buys from Sedated. Down to just pistols and a Mac 10.
Bit of a full B presence.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, man.
That hurts.
Vulcan gets 1, though. A little bit of a consolation prize, but...
Yeah, I mean, a Mac 10, that's still a $600 kill, but you've lost most of your team to the AKs and the M4s, and it's just gonna keep happening. Jester, 1 versus 4 now. They've got Ben on 5 hit points, but not gonna matter. Alright, well, it's Sedated's time to try and come back into this. 4-0 start for DotStats. Having a bully of a time on their CT side. Also, I don't know if... Oh, we reloaded the HUD, so we don't have the accurate ADR for 1 Ben. But,
we're going to say it's, like, 319.
I mean, look, we're 4 rounds in, and they've got 7 kills. The ADR is probably pretty darn good. That massive spray down in the last round.
Stamina getting control.
Ooh.
For Jester.
Well, we'll see if the AWP is going to be enough for the Sedated side.
Oh, Colsey falls off the angle while Red pushes back up.
I like what I'm seeing from Sedated. They haven't actually hit the A-bomb site yet. They've had players kind of look at it, glance at it from across the aisle, but they haven't actually sent the bomb there. So I was about to say we'll see if it'll work, but KBZ popping Psycho gonna mean that they might
Took
not.
a little too long.
Yeah.
A little too long. The DotStat thought something's up. Something fishy's going on here. Over Colsey.
Now, this is a 1 versus 3 on site with 17 HP. I don't think there's going to be much the Colsey can do, and does get ended by Yup.
Yeah, the CT economy, the coffers are getting pretty big. Only one on relatively low money on the CT side is Yup.
That's such a fun name. The fact that it's just Yup.
Yup.
Yup. Nope.
But in contrast to that, Sedated, now they're in the force buy cycle. You just keep buying back until you win one.
Well, it's T-side, and the Galil's nice and cheap, and the Mac 10's nice and cheap.
Red going for some early.
Bit of early damage being done, but
Bit of a risky maneuver.
ooh, wait a minute. Stamina close up. Wait, was that some team damage? I think it might have been.
The enemy grabbed the gun and was shooting you from ramp. They got out.
Hmm.
It's like when you molly yourself and you just say they mollied.
The XQC defense.
Vulcan. A little bit of a swing. Catches Striker out. Yep, gonna try to get some more control again. Catches Vulcan.
Ooh.
Oh, and Ben catches Psycho.
Yeah, but a decent answer back out of Stamina. Bring this to a 3 versus 3. KBZ on the AWP could be dangerous here because Sedated are about to walk right on in through the donut. The off rings out, and it misses. And Sedated going to take so much space. Stamina spots out the peak. 3 versus 3. This might be the opportunity Sedated have been waiting for.
Stamina being hurt is really, really smart to be playing with Jester just for that trade. Letting him being baited, but A main is wide open. It looks like Colsey knows that.
Well, retrieving the op as well is a big deal here. Oh, no, A main was open. You even said it. Yup is just like, I'll take that. Yup.
Mine. Yoink. So we're gonna get a run to see.
Oh no!
Oh,
not
caught
holding
the
the right
arm.
angle. Al, DotStats are going to be more than happy to buy back in, though.
Yeah, but it only takes one round for the CT economy to remind you. It only takes one round to reset. So if DotStats lose this with the loss bonus of 2, they're gonna have a rough time. The only people to be able to buy would be Red and Striker.
Yeah, that is a bit of a sad story, but KBZ already opening things up, boosted up over by Long, just takes down the player ramp. Psycho. He's a manager.
He's trying.
He is trying. You got sometimes you gotta break free of the shackles of whatever role you're in esports and just get on the server.
Hey, just you're there to have a good time. Vulcan, making sure Yup doesn't. And that's gonna be cave control for the T's.
Still though, man advantage over to the CT side. 3 versus 4 on the side of Sedated. Gosh, every time I see that AK with the old stickers, I'm just like, yeah. Soon we will have goal stickers back. The real things. Ooh.
Oh. Sight wasn't clear, but Stamina catches KBZ. Gonna smoke headshot. One bend locked in on that angle though. Vulcan,
I'm not quite
trying to make this.
Go ahead.
Trying to make it real.
1 versus 2 for Vulcan. 3 HP. DotStats are all over. They're just smoked off. He's waiting to see if he can catch the push, but the answer is going to be no. So, what do you think Sedated need to be doing here? Based on the last few rounds.
From what I've seen, everything they're doing is right. They're waiting that extra 15 seconds, which is giving DotStats the time to say, no, they're not committing to this. This isn't a fake. They're staying here. Because last round they were holding T-spawn, mid jump up, and they had cave. And they sat there for 20 seconds. They were just a little too indecisive going into it. I think they just need to pick up the pace a little bit. It's hard to do when you're getting outshot.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have the utility. Oh, Striker Sly lines up to answered back, though.
Right back.
Oh, wait a minute. One Ben playing from boxes. The trade in from Psycho. The Mac 10 getting his due. So I have another question for you as we go into a bit of a lull here.
Absolutely.
What do you think of the AUG meta?
Is it back?
I mean, if complexity would have you believe, I don't think anyone's been pulling it out on Ancient, but like Train, Dust, like I think you could pull it out on Ancient. I just haven't really seen it.
Before I answer that, I'm going to say this is Sedated trying to find that timing, and I think they finally caught it.
Both teams are like, they're here somewhere. I know it. They have to be here somewhere. And they're on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, it was the gamble stack onto a site, played their numbers. But I think Og is very viable on a couple of maps like Train or ones that have specifically long angles that you would want to transition into some closer range engagements, like Train, where I think sometimes the Og would be better than a Scout, but I think most of the time I'd want an Op. The Scope.
Oh, Psycho pulls out the
Oh.
Molly. They're already
they're both
on you.
out.
You can't pull it out then. Vulcan, last player standing, has to win this alone, but they line up for him. And he will do just that, but this bomb going to make sure he does not get to take it with him.
Not being able to save the Op kind of sucks, but that also denied them the CTs saving the Op, which back to CT economy, that's going to be a recurring thing. $100, 150, 300, 0. Yup, has armor and head armor and a pistol.
And only a singular kit, too. Across 5 players. Like, I think Sedated have actually, in just a couple of wins, done a very good job of pulling this back.
Yeah, the last couple of rounds, I believe the last 3 rounds, they brought it down to the wire, which, even if they haven't won, has made the economy of the CTs really weak. So having one person survive on the CT side, that impacts it a lot. So I think them making it a little scrappy is good.
And we'll have to see what Sedated are able to do now, because this is their opportunity to start a snowball and then gain some momentum. This is the round. Not the cleanest buy in the world. Oh, wait, that's a head. Yup,
No,
just
there's 2 there.
plinking away, but Psycho the one to close out the kills. Oh, Vulcan joining into this too.
Oh, 1 Ben on the big flank. Jester knows something's up. Jester. Oh, but Psycho.
Oh. Well, luckily for Sedated, they brought Bomb with them rather than leaving it behind, so they'll get this down, and 2 versus 3. Very, very winnable here. No kits on the side of DotStats. They've lost their 1.
Yeah, if I'm DotStats, I'm looking at this, and I'm glad to be walking out of this with 2 rifles and the Galil.
There's a decent amount of utility left on them, too.
Yeah.
So, like, they could hold this. They don't have to fight it. They've got a very comfortable buffer.
Yeah, the T's are going to exit CT side. And so that's going to be a 6-3.
I mean, after the start of this, that feels really good if you're Sedated. Vulcan almost died to the bomb.
Yeah, I think the CT saving those guns is going to be really big because it allows Ben to still drop an MP9 to somebody or save it going forward. So if they want to buy around the rifles, they can.
Now this is Matt, for how strong DotStats were looking. Now the buys have completely fallen apart. I like the 4-player B stacked. Sedated has been Sedated have been pretty relentless on the B bomb site.
Yeah, Ancient B site is one of the you don't want to lose it. It's incredibly hard to retake. So stacking it is smart, but leaving mid open allows Colsey to get into a really strong position if they want to try to retake it.
Well, with the opening pick given over to Striker Sly, this one could be difficult on the Sedated side. But they might have actually found the opening here.
Colsey heard the runaway.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You see where Colsey is?
Yep.
We've got a player inside of Donut. And then DotStats have to rotate everyone back over.
Oh,
they're just passing.
Oh, Colsey.
That very nearly went pear-shaped. It's a good kill for Ben back, but now Sedated just have all the control they need. One Ben. Oh, he's got the read on Psycho and the dead to rights. Good trade in from Vulcan, and it's a 1 versus 1. Red on no armor, looking for the 3rd kill of the round. Doesn't have armor, and that's going to be a spray down for Vulcan. And a 4th round for Sedated.
That was really well played from Sedated. Got a little spooky there. The one missed shot in CT spawn. It was a little scary, but I think that was pretty smart to try to walk out A.
I mean, I think a lot of this... See, I don't know. The problem with the advanced teams is it's so much harder to know unless they've told you in advance who the IG... Okay, sorry, I'm talking. Colsey just going to open things up in the first 10 seconds of the round. Who's who, right? You don't have HLTV stats all the time. You can't be like, okay, I know these are your oppers. I know these are my IGLs. And I can go from there. I would imagine Stamina's IGLing for Sedated. I have no idea who could be the IGL for DotStats. But it's just like, okay, you know, is this the person that I guess? I don't know.
Well, I know on advanced, it's a little more free-flowing sometimes. Like, the secondary caller will have some more to say, but Red has a lot to say. Takes 2 out in cave. That's going to make it really weird for Sedated because cave is such a powerful position.
Yeah, this one looking like a 5th for Sedated already, 2 versus 2, but DotStats are already on the scene. Red has to go for the 1 versus 2. That's a good first. Taking down the player short. Vulcan on 58 HP. No kit, though, for Red. But the ring around the rosy is successful. Spots the backside, and there's going to be more than enough time to hit that defuse and win a 7th for DotStats.
Yeah, the CTs really needed that. But still going to have a weird buy. But actually, this entire round's going to be a weird buy.
I love weird buys. They're the more fun rounds. Things happen when the buys are weird.
Well, yeah, it forces out of a certain comfort zone of, okay, we got rifles, we can do a default. Right now, it's we gotta take space, make it weird, make it awkward, and just try to. Whoever comes out on top is just because they were strafing harder.
Well, this is definitely being made weird by Sedated. They're just going for an early A take, and DotStats might not be ready for this. They've got KBZ in position, but it's going to be a quick spray down to start this one off. One Ben has to trade these back. That's a good start, though. 4 versus 4, but this bomb going to be advanced onto the site very quickly, and DotStats going to be conga lining in through Temple.
The 3 Temple, you might expect 1, you might expect 2. You are not looking for a 3rd there. It looks like 1 backed out anyways. Red already out. Okay, main.
All 3 players for Sedated are on site. There's no faraway positions. Striker Sly going to spray down too. Good trade back from Vulcan, but now they know. Now DotStats know that all they need is Donut. The fire in is going to stop anyone from getting involved.
Oh, and that's going to be an 8-4 half.
That's gotta hurt.
That was very risky. But DotStat, they trusted each other and just said, I'm going to stick this in a smoke. Body block, do whatever you have to. I got 0.5 seconds left. But yeah, if you're Stamina, that's got to be a bit of a gut punch because you had it lined up and everything, and then it's just a freeze image of you staring at him.
Yeah, having that happen at the end of the half where it's just like, oh, I'm alive and I have to look at this defused bomb. I feel like I have to look upon my own shame.
Yeah.
Well, DotStats with the advantage, taken to the T side, taken to the pistol, and taken to A site, it looks like.
Yeah, A site held solo by Psycho.
At the very least,
playing life.
Yeah, able to back away, but the smoke gonna make this one difficult for Sedated. Oh! Good trade back
Oh.
here for Jester. The headshot's being found. Okay, wait a minute. The USP tapping as ever. But Temple is a dangerous spot to play, and Red gonna make it so. Yup joins in. 2 versus 2 now. Sedated. They're bringing in 2 pairs of dualies. Gonna go Cowboys. Right on into Temple. Red here waiting for them. Gonna get a fall. But there's not enough time left on this bomb. Yup has done his job. There's no kits.
They do have a kit, though.
They do have a kit. Oh, they're gonna get on this. Wait a minute. Can Yup win this in the end? He's just gonna go for the knife. No way!
No!
What are you? No!
Oh!
Oh!
Hey!
Hey!
Oh no!
The kind of desperation you only get when it's just your weekly league game. You just, what are you gonna do? Well, I don't know.
Everyone ran out of ammo. There was not a single bullet loaded in a gun. It was knives out.
I've never seen that movie, but I kind of want to.
They made 2.
Did they really?
Yeah, there's Glass Onion and Knives Out, the first one. They're both very good.
Huh.
Oh, but the CTs are just going.
I
Trying
mean,
to take space.
I can't really blame. Okay, wait a minute. 4 MP9s?
Oh, that frag. Not able to catch out Vulcan. Yup.
Yup. Pulsey's gonna have to do it alone, and there's 2 players here, soon to be a third. This MP9, it looks good in a vacuum, but there's an AK here to fight it. Vulcan, nowhere near. Has a long trip to make. That's a good kill. Down to the 2 versus 2. That's the AK down.
If Vulcan can catch this. Oh, not quite. This is going to be a weird retake.
Yeah. Yup. Falls.
Oh.
Pulsey down to 9 HP, though. This Mac 10. More than happy to put down enough lead all over the site to make this one awkward. That's a good hit, but it's not going to be enough.
Not enough. Not enough. Yeah, it looks like Sedated just not able to lock down that A site. Vulcan trying their darndest.
Also, I gotta agree. Scrubs is S tier show.
Oh, absolutely.
Not an S tier ending, though. I do disagree with that. Everything except for season 9 and maybe some... Yeah, everything except for... If you just count season 8 as the ending and ignore that season 9 ever happened, Scrubs had an S tier ending. The fact that they tried to make season 9... Like, season 9 had good moments if you pretend that it's just the characters making a different show entirely. Anyway, this one going to be a solid round for DotStats. 11 for themselves.
Red hunting. Jester denies it. Take easy. Holding the A key. Holding mouse 1. Letting it go.
Brrrm. Oh, thank you, Eduardo. All right, 11 for DotStats. This is do or die time for Sedated. 7 rounds to bring it back to even.
It's a Sisyphusian task, but if they can get the ball rolling now, I think it is doable. It's hard, but I think with the bye coming in,
I love that word, by the way. Sisyphean.
Sisyphusian. Try saying it 5 times fast.
No. Well, they've got the AWP in the hands of Colsey once again. We'll see if that's enough to stop DotStats in their tracks.
Also
Definitely
taking
not.
a bullet.
Yeah, taking a chunk.
Ben got the flashbang coming in. Little bit of team damage.
A little bit. Stamina holding close in caves with the M4 does feel like a possibility. He's got someone to bait with it, too. So DotStats are going to think that they don't have to deal with a second person, but here's Stamina to make them regret that decision. Good trades in from Vulcan as well, to at least keep this player advantage in the hands of Sedated, but it will be ripped right on back. Ooh, might be a possibility here. 2 versus 2.
Getting a bit of a brawl. A little bit of back and forth. Yup, though.
Just yup.
Vulcan, 7 HP.
Yeah, and KBZ knows the position. Not going to be an opportunity to get in. Well,
Yeah.
how you feeling about the
Sedated-
next 8 rounds?
I see an XM, so the probability of it has gone up slightly.
I'm on board.
I think the Sedated are just giving up so many kills that are just unnecessary, just caught out of position and stuff like that. And DotStats are just so willing to take those. Oh.
Oh.
Psycho.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Could it happen?
they don't
Don't
clear
check this DotStats. Don't do it. Give
Right.
it to him. Oh,
no! Oh, but that's gonna tell Sedated that it's gonna be on the A bomb site. Yeah, giving up those early kills is what's been killing Sedated, and Vulcan through the fire and flames, able to find a bit of a safe haven, but they know he's there. Double swing. Locked in. Jester. On defensive, they want to push this or not.
Ooh, 2 MP9s between DotStats and Victory.
The stare at each other of, all right, say when. You
What
go
do we
first.
do?
You go first.
I want to farm some stats. Colsey gets 1 more, but Ben will close this one out. 13-4. DotStats with a sizable advantage. We'll close this one out.
Yeah,
And
just a bunch of early kills given up that weren't able to be thrown back. So
yeah. Oh, hey, Psycho's wife followed. Thank you, Psycho's wife. I feel bad that you were watching and the team couldn't pull it out in the end. But look at the stats for Vulcan though. 18 and 14. Trying
Vulcan-
to make it work.